Friends, let me bring to you an insight, not an interpretation, an insight on Article 1 of the Constitution of India, which states the name, territory of the Union, India. And it doesn't stop there. It says the name, territory of the Union, India, that is Bharat. So it specifies, it stresses by usage of the word that is, it avoids, it clarifies, it removes every doubt, it makes it more crystal clear. India, that is Bharat. So what is this word Bharat? Who is recognized by the name of this word Bharat? Bharatakande, we call our nation as Bharatakande, the continent of Bharat. That is beginning from the boundaries of Himalayas, extending to the borders, to the territory, covering the oceans in the southern area. So the entire territory which is falling within this Bharatakande is recognized as Bharata. So the word Bharata is derived from our historical texts. It's an historical word. Bharata, the son of Shakuntala and Dushyanta, the Maharaja, the ruler who revived India and ruled India and all the territory which was under his regime is recognized as Bharata. So that is, the Article 1 states the name, territory, the Union of India, that is Bharat. So when we carefully read Article 1, 2 and 3 of the Constitution, it also gives scope to acquire new territories and to alter the borders. That is to say, by the virtue of the Constitution Article 1, 2, 3, we can take into the control of our lost territories, including Pakistan. That is the scope of Article 1, 2, 3 of the Constitution of India. So this is not, I am not interpreting things. Just verbatim reading of the Constitution Article 1, which says the name, territory, Union of India, that is Bharat. The meaning of the word Bharat means this country, this nation, this great nation belongs to Hindus. Hindus in the sense, in today's sense, it is Indians. Irrespective of any faith they may belong to, irrespective of any sub-faiths they may belong to, irrespective of any religions or sub-school of thoughts they may belong to, whoever proudly accepts that he is a descendant of Bharat, the nation Bharat, whoever feels that he is the son of this land, Bharata, is an Indian, is a Bharatiya, who accepts this continent, the continent of Bharat, as his motherland, is an Indian. The name Bharat gives very clear scope that this is Hindu Rashtra, because we have history, very clear history about Bharata. In Mahabharata we have references for Bharatakande, that is the continent of Bharat. In Ramayana we have references for Bharata, Bharatakande. In Vedic literature, in the Vedic history we have references for Bharat, which clearly denotes, which specifies the territory of Bharat. That is the greater Bharat. So therefore, the understanding of the word Bharat as a Hindu Rashtra in no way it is not against any other religion. It is not against any other faith. It is neither against any subfaith within Hinduism. Whoever accepts, whoever respects the Bharat, the nation Bharat as a nation, whoever feels that he is an Indian, so he is an Indian. And this great nation Bharat, the name Bharat is derived from the Sanskrit word Bharata. So therefore, even in our rituals, in our religious mentions, in our, in our references, when we make puja, vidhis, karmas, we say Bharatavarshe, Bharatakandhe. Bharatakandhe, that is the continent of Bharat, which is fully taken. Bharata, India, that is Bharata. Article 1 says, what does the Article 1 say? Name, territory, Union of India, that is Bharat. No doubt, Bharat directly refers to the Hindu Rashtra. Therefore, whether anyone accepts or does not accept this as a Hindu Rashtra, by virtue of the constitution, this is a Hindu Rashtra. Then you may ask me a question. What is the preamble is all about? Does the preamble and the Article 1 contradict each other? When we say we are a sovereign, socialist, democratic republic. Yes, we are a socialist, we are secular, we are democratic, with equal rights for all Bharatavasis. All Bharatavasis, that is all Indians, are equals, absolutely equals, irrespective of faiths or the religion they may belong to, or within the religion, the different school of thought they may belong to. All are Indians, Bharatavasis. So whoever feels so that they are the Bharatavasis, to them this democracy, to them this secularity applies. So the socialist democracy is not in the modern term, though it is championed by Abraham Lincoln. The origin of democracy is right from our Vedic periods. Our history very clearly says that it is a democracy. It's a people's democracy. It is the Prajarajya. We say it is the Prajarajya. And this word Bharata is derived from the language Sanskrit, which is the mother of all languages in the world, including English. To cite few examples: mother, matru; paternal, pitru; brother, bhratru; sarpa, serpentine; traya, triangle; Manu, man; Mahal, mall. I can give thousands and thousands of words. So without Sanskrit, there is no language exists. So therefore, language belongs to the people who speak, just like the religion. So now coming back to Article 1. So there is no threat free from stating this nation as Bharata, the origin of which is Hindu, the Sanatan Dharma, does not pose any threat to any other religions. So there is democracy. In that way, within that scope of Hindu Rashtra, this is a socialist, democratic republic. There is no doubt in that. All people who are living in this country are equals. This has been the Hindu theory of living itself is universal, except for its territory. The knowledge is universal. So therefore, the word Bharata, the name of our nation, is a foundation for Hindu Rajya. There is no doubt in this. I am not doing any interpretation of Article 1. The very simple reading of the Article 1 that it says name, territory. Name is a name. Territory is the area, including the borders. The name, territory, union, that is the union of states, which is named India. That is, it clarifies, it specifies, it stresses, it removes every doubt. It is more than clear that is Bharat. So therefore, the Constitution of India, by virtue of the foundation, see the Constitution, the foundation of the article, foundation of every articles in the Constitution, the formation of the Constitution itself is for the Bharat, and that is specified in Article 1. So therefore, there should be no doubt that this is a Hindu Rashtra which is democratic, which is socialist in its approach, which is secular in its approach. So it is the nationality, the Indianness, that is the Bharatiyate we are talking about. So everybody, irrespective of faith, irrespective of the religion, irrespective of the school of thought within the religions, should first own this country as Bharat,